So there are some curious parallels, of course, with the book of Esther, um, if you think about it. If things are as bad as John O'Looney claims, because it was Esther's heroism or courage in revealing the identity of Naaman, who was deep within the king's council and was running amok, and the king was not paying careful attention to those matters. And Esther risked her life in revealing them. And she was vindicated, of course. Vindicated. And our people were saved all those years ago because the plan was to destroy them. The plan was genocidal, actually, in that kingdom. And there were a lot of our ancestors living there peaceably, but hated, as does sometimes occur across the world. We know how we are hated. I don't think it's even classified as a crime to use racial abuse against a white person. I think a lot of people consider it to be just getting our just deserves. Imagine. But it wasn't the consequences of Esther's revelation were that the conspirators were rounded up and executed. And it was a great benefit to the kingdom because these were wicked men who'd crept in unawares and had escaped attention. It wasn't the whole body of the king's council that had to be strung up. An infiltration had occurred, and this will be the case also in our countries. So we can't be having blanket condemnations of people in power. You see, it's a very dangerous way to proceed. It's illogical. It may well be, for example, if malfeasance is practiced in Parliament or through parliamentary committees, that the king is somewhat uninformed of those matters. The king has been involved in organic farming, and you know the duchy is the company named after the Duchy of Cornwall. The king was, I think, at one time the Prince of Cornwall also. And they produce really excellent organic food, including meat. I think I support his endeavours in that direction, and also his more conservative approach to architecture. He's been quite critical of some modern abominations of architecture that have been imposed upon the City of London. He's quite a traditional sort of man, it seems to me. I don't think, I don't think we could assume at all that wickedness resides in his heart. Of course, there's the matter of his association with that wretched Jimmy Savile, but all that stuff, honestly, it's very difficult to unravel exactly what that's all about. And Jimmy Savile was clearly a very charismatic man and a very clever man. Was he as evil as they say? Perhaps so. I think there's a fair amount of evidence to support it. And he's reviled, he's fallen absolutely from grace, but only after he died. So he got away with it, whatever he did. But so it is in the world. So in a way, I suppose you could say we need a Queen Esther to rise up and reveal the conspiracy. If there's conspiracy afoot, and I think we have reason to suppose that what may well be, it must be exposed in a lawful and peaceable manner, and with due diligence and lawful process. God bless.